I will. Okay, here comes the guy who plays Mr. Bean, the highest rated show on British television. Please welcome Rowan Atkinson. Mr. Bean, good morning. Nice to have you. Kathie Lee.
Hello, welcome.
How are you?
Yes.
Well, thank you very
Welcome
much.
to the colonies.
Yes.
Very nice
Looks
to be
a little
here.
bit like Dick Benjamin. Remember?
Yes,
Yeah, a little
yes,
bit.
yes.
Okay, Mr. Bean, so nice to have you here.
Very nice.
Tell our American audience a little bit about this character, Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean is essentially a child. He's a natural-born anarchist. That's what I like to think of him as. He's like a 10-year-old boy who's grown up physically, but not mentally.
Yes.
And therefore,
I know a lot of them.
yeah, I'm sure you do. They're quite a common phenomenon, but they're particularly common amongst visual comedians. I mean, if you think about Chaplin or Stan Laurel.
Keaton, those guys, yeah.
I mean, not that I would presume to compare myself to the talent of those people,
Why don't we
but
just roll
nevertheless,
that clip over while he's talking about it? Wouldn't that make sense? And
yeah, sure.
So we can see what he's referring to.
But an awful lot of those visual comic characters have that same childish.
Well, now here you are. You're trying to entertain a passenger on a plane.
Yeah, exactly.
You're making the kids sick, Mr. Bean.
No.
Oh, no. You know, it's enough to make you feel safe in the lounge. Hello.
Oh,
Thank you.
God.
All right, so Bean.
Sick jokes.
Bean on the loose here, yeah.
Yeah. So you can see that he likes to have fun.
But you're nothing like the guy in real life,
No,
are you,
I
Rowan
hope
Atkinson.
not. I hope not. No.
Oxford trained, Oxford educated.
I know, a very sober,
Master's
very
degree
measured
in
man.
Science.
No, I know. He is an alter ego. He is a guy who but I'm afraid he did grow out of me.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I have to admit that he was a character who
You made all these faces, right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, when I first went to Oxford University, and I'd already done some acting and comedy at school and at my other university, and I had to invent something to do in this show 3 days later, and I wasn't much of a writer, so I started just to improvise in front of the mirror, and then
making it visual.
And then suddenly all these faces and these horrific characters, of which actually Mr. Bean is a relatively mild version, I can tell you.
Well, we keep seeing Mr. Bean's face everywhere we go now, and getting ready for this new movie that's going to open up on November 7th.
Yep.
Simply called
Bean.
Rowan, we're a little pressed for time this morning, but thank you very much for coming by. Nice to have you here, Rowan. We'll be back with the Jukebox Jam.
Still ahead on Live from early edition actor Kyle Chandler.